In the annals of football history, few stories are as compelling or misunderstood as that of Pat Jennings, one of the game's greatest goalkeepers, whose 1977 transfer from Tottenham Hotspur to their arch-rivals Arsenal was branded by some as an act of betrayal. The move stunned the football world, sparking controversy and heated debate among fans and pundits alike. For Tottenham supporters, it felt like a dagger to the heart, an icon of their club donning the colours of their fiercest North London rivals. Yet, the truth behind Jennings's departure reveals a far more nuanced and remarkable story, one that showcases his professionalism, resilience, and extraordinary character. Far from a tale of disloyalty, it is a testament to a man who transcended club rivalries and left an indelible mark on the sport. Born on June 12, 1945, in Newry, Northern Ireland, Patrick Anthony Jennings grew up in a modest setting, where his early sporting passion was Gaelic football. It wasn't until the age of 11 that he began his football journey with Shamrock Rovers Newry, a local under-18 side. By 16 he was playing for his hometown club Newry Town, where his prodigious talent as a goalkeeper quickly became apparent. His performances caught the eye of scouts, and in May 1963, at just 17 years old, Jennings made a life-changing move to Watford, then a third-division English club. The £6,000 transfer marked the beginning of an extraordinary career. At Watford, Jennings wasted no time making an impact. He played every league game in his debut season, showcasing his remarkable reflexes, composure, and ability to command his penalty area. His performances were so impressive that, just a year later in June 1964, Tottenham Hotspur signed him for £27,000, a significant investment for a 19-year-old goalkeeper. This move to White Hart Lane would launch Jennings into the spotlight and establish him as one of football's all-time greats. Over the next 13 years, Jennings became a cornerstone of Tottenham's success, earning the status of a true club legend. He made 472 league appearances and a staggering 591 appearances across all competitions, a testament to his durability and consistency. His trophy haul during this period was equally impressive, including the 1967 FA Cup, League Cups in 1971 and 1973, and the 1972 UEFA Cup. One of the most iconic moments of his career came in the 1967 Charity Shield against Manchester United, when Jennings, from his own penalty area, launched a long kick that soared over United's goalkeeper Alex Stepney and into the net, an extraordinary feat for a goalkeeper. This moment encapsulated Jennings's unique blend of skill, confidence, and flair. Jennings was renowned for his exceptional positional sense, which allowed him to make even the most challenging saves look effortless. His ability to catch crosses with a single hand, a skill that became his trademark, set him apart from his peers. Beyond his club exploits, Jennings enjoyed a distinguished international career, earning 119 caps for Northern Ireland between 1964 and 1986, a record that remains unmatched. His individual accolades further underscored his brilliance. He was named the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year in 1973, and in 1976 became the first goalkeeper to win the PFA Players Player of the Year award. His contributions to the sport were later recognized with an MBE, OBE, and CBE, and in 2003, he was rightfully inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame. On February 26, 1983, Jennings achieved a historic milestone, becoming the first player in English football to reach 1,000 senior appearances. Fittingly, he marked the occasion with a clean sheet for Arsenal in a goalless draw against West Bromwich Albion. Yet, despite his glittering career, the summer of 1977 brought a seismic shift that would forever alter his legacy and spark one of football's most debated transfers. Tottenham's manager at the time, Keith Birkinshaw, made a decision that would go down in history as one of the game's greatest miscalculations. Believing Jennings, then 32, was past his prime and nearing the end of his career, Birkinshaw opted to release him in favour of younger goalkeeper Barry Daines. The decision came on the heels of Tottenham's relegation in the 1976-77 season, prompting Birkinshaw to rebuild the squad. Arsenal, recognising an opportunity, signed Jennings for a modest £45,000, a fee that even by the standards of the time was astonishingly low for a player of his calibre. This transfer not only handed Arsenal one of the world's finest goalkeepers, but also represented a monumental error by Tottenham, who had underestimated Jennings's enduring quality. The transfer fee, though a minor detail in numerical terms, carried profound symbolic weight. It underscored Tottenham's belief that Jennings had little left to offer, a misjudgment that would haunt the club for years. For Spurs fans, the pain of relegation was compounded by seeing their beloved goalkeeper join their fiercest rivals. The move was labelled a betrayal by some, with media outlets fanning the flames of controversy. However, the reality of Jennings's departure paints a very different picture, one of a professional footballer forced to adapt to circumstances beyond his control. Jennings himself provided clarity on the situation, revealing that he had no desire to leave Tottenham. He learned of his potential availability through newspaper reports, a stark indication of how little control he had over the decision. When Arsenal's manager Terry Neal first approached him, Jennings was adamant, stating, "No way can I join Arsenal, no chance." His reluctance stemmed from his deep loyalty to Tottenham and an awareness of the fierce rivalry between the two clubs. A potential move to Ipswich Town fell through due to an injury to their goalkeeper Trevor Wymark, leaving Jennings with limited options. Ultimately, the Arsenal transfer materialized not as an act of betrayal but as a pragmatic response to Tottenham's decision to deem him surplus to requirements. At Arsenal, Jennings defied expectations, embarking on an 8-year spell that further cemented his status as a footballing icon. He made 327 appearances, including 237 in the league, and played a pivotal role in Arsenal's success. Between 1978 and 1980, he helped the Gunners reach 4 cup finals in 3 consecutive years: the FA Cup finals of 1978, 1979, and 1980, and the 1980 European Cup Winners' Cup final. His standout moment came in the 1979 FA Cup final, where Arsenal defeated Manchester United 3-2 in a thrilling contest. Jennings's clean sheet against Juventus in the semi-final of the 1980 Cup Winners' Cup was equally crucial, showcasing his ability to perform on the biggest stages even in his late 30s. Jennings' longevity was remarkable, particularly for a goalkeeper. Conventional wisdom suggested that goalkeepers typically declined in their mid-30s, but Jennings's cerebral approach, emphasizing positioning and control over chaotic athleticism, allowed him to maintain world-class standards well into his 40s. His performances at Arsenal were a resounding rebuke to Tottenham's decision to let him go, and it took Spurs 4 years to find a suitable replacement in Ray Clemence, signed from Liverpool in 1981. For some Tottenham fans, Jennings's move to Arsenal was a bitter pill to swallow, especially given his success at Highbury. Yet, many Spurs supporters continued to hold him in high regard, a stark contrast to the vitriol later directed at Sol Campbell for a similar cross-North London move. Jennings's character as a gentleman and his professionalism on and off the pitch earned him respect from both sets of fans, a rare feat in the context of such a fierce rivalry. Arsenal supporters, meanwhile, viewed his signing as a masterstroke, celebrating his contributions and seamless integration into the team. One incident perfectly encapsulates Jennings's composure and professionalism. During an away match against Nottingham Forest, a dart thrown from the crowd struck him in the forearm. Rather than making a scene, Jennings calmly removed the dart, placed it in his glove bag, and asked his coach for antiseptic at half-time. This understated reaction drew admiration from all quarters, including Forest's manager Brian Clough, who sent Jennings a humorous letter. "My dear Pat, I have no sympathy for you whatever, as whenever you come to Forest's ground you stop everything, so no surprise that you stopped the dart. Love, Brian." The letter highlighted the mutual respect between two footballing giants, transcending club rivalries. After retiring from first-team football in 1985, Jennings made a surprising return to Tottenham's reserve team to maintain his fitness for the 1986 FIFA World Cup, where he represented Northern Ireland at age 41. Following his playing career, he served as a goalkeeping coach and consultant at Tottenham, remaining a beloved figure at the club. His enduring connection to Spurs, combined with his revered status at Arsenal, underscores his unique ability to bridge one of football's most intense rivalries. Pat Jennings's story is one of triumph over adversity, professionalism in the face of misjudgment, and a legacy that transcends club loyalties. His transfer to Arsenal was not an act of betrayal but a consequence of Tottenham's decision to release him. Through his talent, resilience and character, Jennings emerged as a figure admired by fans of both clubs, a rare achievement in the divisive world of football. His career serves as a powerful reminder that true greatness is defined not only by skill but by the ability to rise above challenges and maintain integrity in the face of adversity.